There is a big part of being an editor that isn't talked about that commonly, because when someone thinks of a content editor or a copy editor, they think of fixing spelling and grammar and punctuation and a lot of things that can be looked at as nitpicky, right? That maybe it's not that important, but something that editors do and why they are very important in the field of content marketing is that they are sharp and confident decision makers. So, what I mean by that is there are often a lot of questions that come up in a content production process, and people have different opinions and different theories that could all be very valid and they all could produce good results. Or maybe, there's a strong opinion that someone has in your content production team that actually would be detrimental. So going ahead with their idea maybe isn't the best idea. And so there are a lot of questions that can come up. And what an editor does is take in all that information and they process it and they make decisions swiftly and confidently, because there's not always a right answer, but content production needs to move forward anyways, and you need to move forward with the best way possible given information that you have at the moment. So I call this judgment calls, which is such a big part of being a content editor. They are good at making judgment calls, and they're not always right. Of course, like no one is always right, but you need someone on your team who is going to critically look at a situation, assess it quickly, and make a decision so everyone else can go back to their work and proceed accordingly. So I think that's really special about being an editor, and it's why I'm a self-described control freak. I'm very type A, and why people like that, why people like me want to become editors, because we really thrive in that position, and we get to use our critical skills every single day on top of the grammar and the spelling and the punctuation stuff that we like, because you do need a solid foundation. If you're doing any type of editing with writing, of course you need a solid foundation of just basic writing skills that help you make those decisions about syntax and language and all the other stuff that I talk about on this channel in different videos. That foundation is a given, but an editor who has that sort of writing skills background but isn't confident in making those judgment calls is going to struggle a little bit more. So you kind of have to be very good at making decisions if you want to be an editor. And like I always say, I think the best writers are also great editors, and a lot of that comes down to decision making. A writer who's a good editor isn't afraid to cut something out of their work if it's not serving their audience, if it's going to distract from the main point. A good writer is a good editor because they know how to make that judgment call quickly and then move on and keep their work moving. So just a little aspect of being a content editor that I think is really important and can really help you with developing your own editing skills as you become a better writer. So if you are not already subscribed to the Revision Fairy channel, I make videos every week that help you become a more hireable writer, because if you love writing, why don't you do it for a living? It's a pretty fun profession. So click the red subscribe button below the video to get notified every week when I post videos about creativity and editing and writer life stuff in general. If you tap the notification bell, which is right next to the subscribe button, you will get a note letting you know that I've published something new for you. And if you found this video helpful, as always, please give it a like, and I will talk with you soon.